was really famous for. Mama. Oh, shit. He'd gone from a beautiful house in Sherman Oaks to a 2-bedroom mission revival in Silver Lake. Kitty could stand at her window and look down into Luke's living room, could see him watching TV in his boxers and eating Captain Crunch right out of the box. And, okay, it wasn't as cool as smoking weed with Seth Rogen or bumping beautifuls with Jamie Foxx, but, like working for Chris Slyboy Streeter, it was a start. Kitty picked up the goods from the trunk of a Cadillac parked in Norma Triangle. Same caddy every time, different location. Then took a bus to East Hollywood and went to work. 20 minutes in, she made Angelo's drop. An ounce of crystal packed into the false bottom of a Starbucks cup, tossed into a trash can outside Slick's coin-op laundry on Melrose. Angelo's boy arrived moments later. He dug through the trash can and removed the drop. Kitty snapped a photo from across the street, making like she was taking a selfie, although there was no reason for her, or anyone, to take a selfie in this neighborhood. She needed the photo, though, as proof the pickup had been made. Kitty had no dealings with the money side of things. She delivered the goods. That was all. She supposed Reuben, Slyboy's muscle, a man-shaped iron girder, collected, and God help the cranker who didn't pay. Kitty pocketed her phone, put her board beneath her, and skated away. She'd pushed once, rolled maybe 10 feet, when Angelo stepped out from the doorway of Gray's Marketplace right in front of her, and she would have taken a spill if he hadn't grabbed her upper arm. She flipped the front of her board up, caught it in her right palm while trying to pull her left arm loose, but Angelo dug his fingers in and grinned. "You gotta be more careful, girl." His real name was Salvador Gallo, but he had earned the nickname Angelo because of his soft black curls and doll-like good looks. He'd appeared in commercials for Gap and Tommy Hilfiger in the early 2000s, and was a semi-regular on the short-lived ABC sitcom Almost Always. Then his drug usage went from recreational to obscene, and that was the end of his career. Now his curls were laced with dirt, and he had black grooves between his teeth. There was a canker on the side of his nose that never healed. "Hands off, Angelo." "Or what?" Slyboy had warned her not to engage with the buyers. "Every degree of separation is a degree that will keep you out of prison," he'd said. "You don't want these people getting to know you. They will fuck you over if they get the chance." Most of Kitty's drops were clean, no contact, but a buyer would surface on occasion, assuming their presence was welcome. Angelo, for example. "Why you always so quick to be gone? Don't you know we could have a good time, me and you? We could take in the city. Do it all." She pulled her arm, but he held on. "I know a man can get that face on the cover of a magazine. You want that, girl?" The lesion on his nose looked wet and sore in streetlight. "Your face on the cover of a magazine? Just get your dirty fucking—" Angelo suddenly let go, his hands raised like someone had pointed a .45 at him. It had nothing to do with Kitty struggling to free her arm or anything she said, and everything to do with the sage-green Mustang, vintage Detroit muscle, cruising toward them. It slowed as it approached. The passenger window buzzed down, and Kitty saw the Viking for the first time. He was comfortably into his 20s, ugly handsome, with a crooked nose and narrow forehead. His long beard was fashioned into 2 points, a darker shade of blonde than the hair that fell to his shoulders. Kitty heard Angelo say, "Shit," under his breath. Then he turned and ran, bumped into an older lady who called him a son of a bitch in Spanish and swiped at him with her purse. Angelo was out of range, though, scooting along Melrose with his dirty curls bouncing. The Mustang voiced an oily, predatory snarl and rumbled on. Kitty watched its taillights for a moment, then skated to her next drop. And that should have been that. End of scene. Fade to black.